Hello interwebs, how are you doing? I am doing well. I just wanted to make a quick vlog. I know I'm going to try to vlog downstairs more, but I figured like, hey, I'm up here. I'm already in front of a camera. Why not? Right? Right. So the days that I don't film, I'll probably just film vlogs downstairs. But the days that I do film, I mean, why not just film up here and do that? Right? Right. So what's going on? I'm wearing my leopard print bow. Do you like it? My hair's in a side ponytail because I'm bringing the 80s back. And my shirt is... it says Pandaren Express on it. It's a Miss Pandaria shirt. I got it from Jinx. And I've been thinking, I think next year I'm not going to go to BlizzCon. I feel like I'm so far behind on everything. Like, literally, had I stayed home and watched the virtual ticket, I could have, like, had all of those videos up the day that it happened and gotten a ton of views, and everybody would have been like, oh my god, you're so on top of things. But this year at BlizzCon, I just had no means of being alone. Like last year at BlizzCon, I was able to kind of sneak away and film some stuff, but I didn't have that opportunity this year. And the internet in my hotel was really, really bad, so I couldn't upload from there. And I tried to film in my hotel, and it was just like too loud. And I didn't want to have these videos that might potentially get a lot of views be like horrible quality, because I work really hard on making my videos not suck, contrary to popular belief. So I don't know. I might just stick to doing conventions on the East Coast that are not BlizzCon, because I feel like I'm like missing too much opportunity to make videos by going to BlizzCon. And when I go to BlizzCon, I don't really get to do anything anyways. I mean, it's like awesome meeting people, but I can meet people any convention I go to. It doesn't matter if it's BlizzCon or not. So I don't know. I might just stick to East Coast conventions and next year watch the virtual ticket. Which sucks, because I love BlizzCon, but, like, I feel like I'm slacking on my work. Like, it sounds so bizarre to say, but I'm kind of a workaholic. Like, a lot of people have this perception that when you're a professional, like, YouTuber, that you just sit around all day and do a lot of nothing. But any of my, like, close friends can attest that it's, like, all I'm doing is researching and writing and editing and preparing. It's like I'm like constantly working. It's actually the opposite. It's like you never go home, you know what I mean? Like when you have a job that you work like 9 to 5 or whatever hours they may be, you get home from work and you know work is over. There's none of that when you're a professional YouTuber, and don't get me wrong, I love it. Like I wouldn't trade it for anything, and I'm very grateful that I get to do it. It just is funny because I'm in this conundrum where I'm like, should I go to a convention or should I stay home and work? And like, I feel like I should stay home and work. I feel like I should stay home and work because now I'm having this like, I just feel like I'm playing catch up really hardcore. Like I have so many videos to make and I'm already like a week late, which is all a very bizarre thing to say because all the information is probably a year out in the future anyways. So it's kind of weird to me to be like, oh, this information's so late, because it's not really late, but whatever. Yeah, so that's my little rant for the day. My makeup looks good today, doesn't it? I feel like my makeup looks good in person, and I see it on the HD camera, and I'm like, oh God, why did I think that looked good? But yeah, it's like my sleep schedule is really messed up from flying and not sleeping on the plane and yada yada yada. So like right now I'm sleeping from like, I don't know, I think my body wanted to get sick and didn't, which is kind of awesome. I drank Emergency and took vitamins and was very obnoxious about washing my hands so much when I was at the convention, and like my armpit started hurting, which I know a lot of people laugh, but there's actually lymph nodes in your armpit, and usually if your lymph nodes in your armpit swell, it means you're going to get real sick, like not just like a little cold. Like usually if your armpit lymph nodes are swollen, you're in for it, man. And the second day of the convention, they started to hurt, and they didn't stop hurting until today. Today is the first day they didn't hurt, or yesterday they didn't hurt. So, but it's weird because I never got sick. Like they were super swollen, like huge, and I couldn't even like lift my arm up. I couldn't like drink a cup of coffee with this hand because I was so weak from the pain. Like, oh, woe is my armpit. That sounds so dramatic, but I was really scared I was gonna get sick, and I just kept drinking water and taking vitamins, and I've been sleeping a lot more than usual. Not like a lot of people have been like, maybe you have mono, but I don't have a sore throat and I haven't been sleeping that much. But like last night and the night before, I slept 10 hours. And then the night before that, I only slept like 6 hours. And then the day before that, I slept like all freaking day. I slept like 20 hours. It was ridiculous. But in my defense, I pulled 2 all-nighters while I was in California, and I don't sleep on the plane either way, so that's up to 4 all-nighters. Like, I have a problem with sleep. So right now, what I'm trying to do is go to bed earlier and earlier in the morning, because like yesterday I went to sleep from like 10 a.m. to like 8 p.m. Oh God, that's so embarrassing, but it's true. So I'm going to just try to like push it 2 hours every day. So like I'm going to try not to go to bed till noon, and then 2, and then 4, and then 6. And then when I get to 8, I'm going to start taking melatonin to try to like keep my body going to sleep at that time. The problem is I have to take crazy high doses of melatonin in order for it to like work, which makes me have crazy dreams. I mean, I have crazy dreams as is, because I'm sure you could tell from looking at me, I have a vivid imagination. But I like have nuts dreams when I take melatonin, and I like a lot of times will wake up and I'm not sure if it happened or not. So I'm not like super looking forward to that, but I'm thinking that if I keep doing that, I can be on a regular sleep schedule by next week, which is necessary because we have to travel for Thanksgiving. We have to drive like 2.5 hours, and we probably are expected to be there at like noon. So I can't be going to sleep at noon because that's not responsible. So that's my whole life story. I hope you enjoyed it. There's my leopard bow again. And I feel really bad. There's probably a lot of people out there that hate me. All of the self-addressed stamped envelopes that were sent to me to send out are sitting on my floor right there. So I'm going to clean my office someday this week, and when I do that, I'll send those out. Don't hate me. I didn't forget about you. I'm just lazy. It's not lazy. Lazy isn't the right word. I don't know. It's like forgetful. Like I'm going to forget about those like the moment I turn this camera off. My short-term memory is that of like, I can't think of someone with really short-term memory right now off the top of my head, but I was trying to think of someone who like loses it the second you give it to them, but it's because I constantly have like 25,000 things that I'm thinking of at the same time. Like most people's mind is like a one-way road that information just travels. Mine is like like a 5-lane highway going both ways, just like I have a friend who has diagnosed ADD, and he told me I have ADD. Like, he was like, there is absolutely no doubt in my mind that you are undiagnosed with ADD, like, just from talking to you and the way that you jump from one topic to the next, but, like, still are holding on to the first idea. And I'm, like, a focused person with ADD, though, if that makes any sense. Like, it's like I am just a really... like, I think about a lot of things all at once. And, like, when people are talking, I am listening to them, but I'm thinking of about 600 other things at the same time. So sometimes I don't know. Maybe I should get that checked out by a professional, but I'm going to go. I have a lot of work to do. But I love you all. Thank you for listening to me. You're in my hearts. This is the weird thing to do with your hands, but I'm doing it.